So Do It for Darren started in Ottawa, in the Ottawa Lady Sens Foundation. Darren Richardson passed away at the age of 14, and a lot of her friends started to create these purple hearts because they were her favorite color, in hopes of spreading awareness for youth mental health and starting the conversation about youth mental health to try and end the stigma.
Coming from Ottawa, I really wanted to bring DIFD to Toronto and bring it to continue in the women's hockey world, because we've all grown up with that story and we all heard about it when it happened. So that's why I thought it was really important to bring it to Ryerson, because mental health is a really big thing within all athletes and everybody.
In my first year, I wanted to kind of bring Do It for Darren to Ryerson in Toronto to spread the awareness a little bit further than just Ottawa. So I brought it forward with the captains of that year, and we kind of decided that it was something that we maybe wanted to start here at Ryerson, and it kind of just grew from there.
So what we've been doing here at Ryerson for Do It for Darren has definitely grown over the past couple of years. I think slowly we've been definitely making more money, but even above that we've been spreading the word even more. I think there's been more conversation started about it, and I think Ryerson has had a huge impact itself on the Do It for Darren Foundation. And we've also had more support just within our teammates and within Ryerson staffing, and even our friends and family that have kind of grown to support this organization. So I think it's definitely grown over the past couple of years, and we hope in the future it even grows even more.
Do It for Darren is super important. Since my first year at Ryerson, it's been something that we've made a huge team initiative and something we really wanted to focus on. I know a couple girls on our team knew Darren personally and come from Ottawa, and it was a big part of their minor hockey. So I know that moving forward with Ryerson, it was something that we wanted to continue, and it's grown ever since, and it's becoming one of our biggest team initiatives that we do.
DIFD means Do It for Darren, and it's all about raising awareness about youth mental health, spreading the conversation, reducing the stigma around mental health. And it involves reaching out to friends and family, continuously having that conversation even when it is difficult.
DIFD means to me a mental health awareness that has grown the past 7 years since Darren's passing. And I think it's raising a stigma to not be afraid about talking about suicide. And coming from Ottawa and seeing Darren around the rinks, it made me realize that anyone can be affected by this. Even athletes, when we were supposed to be mentally and physically tough, we can struggle too.
DIFD means a lot to me because I grew up with Darren and her sister going to camps, and when it happened it was just so surreal that I felt like all of us just didn't know what to do with ourselves. So I think it's really important to be there for one another, and I wouldn't want that to happen to any of my friends ever again.
No, I was super young when all of this started, but ever since, it's only grown more and more every year. It's taken its step into women's hockey, men's hockey, NHL, CWHL, all of those types of leagues, and I think that it's just created this really important message around mental health, and it's okay to reach out and it's okay to not be okay. I think that it's really important for especially athletes to know that, because a lot of times you get caught up in your own head and you have all these thoughts and you think you're just tough enough to battle it out and you think you're tough enough to get through it alone. But I think it's created this awesome message that it's okay to reach out, it's okay to ask for help, and you're not alone and you should never struggle alone.
It's definitely a great thing to see more people aware of what mental illness is and how we can end the stigma. And I think it's just a really great thing that was started to help people with mental illness in sport and in life in general.
I definitely have seen the Do It for Darren movement spread quite wide across women's hockey lately, with a lot of other universities doing it as well, and a lot of kids that were playing in the Ottawa Sens Foundation bringing it to their own teams. I know there's some in the States and a lot here in Canada, and it's become a pretty huge foundation.
I think the movement has changed in women's hockey specifically. I think as the years go on, there's more conversation started about it. I think there's more of a target now towards younger girls and younger teams, which is kind of the focus we've been putting on it. We've hoped to invite a lot of younger teams in the GTA to come out to our game, and I think starting that conversation early at a young age, it gets girls to understand kind of the importance of speaking out about mental health and just being kind of that support system and having that support system by being on a team too.